Some of you may ask, what has the adventures of a naive poet got to do with the 10% rule as it pertains to promoters? Well, I'll tell you.
Junkie on the track.
For me to come to this general philosophy and general rule of thumb, I had to go on many, many great adventures to come to the conclusions that I've come to. And many of those conclusions were the result of me being extraordinarily naive. So let's get right to it. This is a quick one. General concept is this: the 10% rule. Promoters. Attention to my promoters out there. Attention to anybody, any business owner, sole proprietor, LLC'd up and all that, who need to gather certain amounts of people to either provide them a service, entertain them, try to sell them art. I just really wanted to talk about just promoters in general, whether you're promoting a nightclub or an event, an open mic event, take your pick. What gives me any authority to talk about such things as I have been throwing events or being the curator of my own venues since I was 16 years old. Okay, so I just finished having an event out in New York, so I have some experience in this area, so I just wanted to give some game. Peep the game, might be useful. The 10% rule is basically whatever your capacity is, whatever number you're going for. You know, I need 100 people buying this bag. I need 100 people buying this shirt. Right? Or whatever, you know what I mean? To get that certain number of eyes on your merchandise or whatever it is you are trying to barter, right? You're gonna need. There's only 10% of the people who you reach out to who will actually give you a shot. At least consider it. Either pay you flat out, or at least give you a shot. At least listen to the sales pitch or what have you, right? So, so if you want to get 100, I will listen to you, or I might just straight up ahead and buy this stuff. You know, you would have to have 1,000 invitations to whatever it is you're trying to move. Understand? It's a numbers game, a game of probability, and it kind of gets a little complex. Okay, well, it's not really complex at all on second thought. All right, 10% is 10% is 10%. I won't say it's complicated, but I will give you something to consider. If you throw an event, let's say you're throwing an event on Eventbrite, right? And you have a solid show that people need to see, and you got an amazing ad campaign going on. Let's say to clear, you need 200 people to come to your event so that you can turn a profit, right? So assuming the invitations you're going to give to this event fall in the hands of people who are already likely to participate in said event, then you would need to give 2,000 invitations for the 10% rule to work in your favor. And then you get, or is that 20,000 where you want 200 asses in the seats? Okay? Numbers game. Things to consider. I'm not going to hold you too long. I just want to really share this. What is this blog going to be? Like 8 minutes or something like that? Anyway, things to consider if you want to have a poetry venue, for example. Make sure that the city's art community, who would appreciate something like that you have numbers. The 10% rule works there too. How many people in that city that participate in similar events or something that's lateral to that artistic expression? How many people live in that city? Because if you need 50 people in this poetry venue to turn a profit once a week, it's not going to be the same loyal 50 now, is it? You know what I mean? So you're going to need thousands of local art community people that, different groups of 50 can sustain that place, provided you have something of value that you're offering at your said event, poetry venue. You follow what I'm saying? Make sure you give yourself a shot. Nobody's going to come to anything that they don't know about. Don't be afraid to put yourself out there, promote yourself, find clever ways to let people that give a shit know that you have something to barter. And that's it. Deuces.